It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith.
On the road and hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival, the San Antonio Spurs are ready for this one to get started. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. And the starting group for the Spurs. They've got Turner. Porzingis is out there with Porter. And it's Wall, and it's Fournier in at the 2 spot. I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
Now here's Wall following the miss by Draymond Green.
And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
Now here's George. Good work defensively by Turner.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
A nice shot by Wall.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Green with a screen on Wall. Jackson kicks to Green. To the inside. Porter with the steal. Here's Porzingis. And Horford pulls it down.
How does he miss that layup? He's too good to be doing that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Off the inbound. And there's Jackson on the assist by George.
This is what you get from Reggie Jackson now. Powering through contact and has the focus to complete the play.
Porzingis with the steal. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it goes down 2 points. Fournier's got his first bucket of the night.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
Wall goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Jackson dishes to Horford. And the wide open shot from Green. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And right now, Draymond is just cooking. Immediately firing, having confidence in himself and knowing he can knock that one down.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And right there, a little miscommunication on that pass.
Lakers trail by 4. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there are so many amazing players in the league right now, Smitty, when you look at some of the guys who came in since you retired. Who would you like to have played with or played against?
I think with, it would have been a treat to play alongside LeBron James.
Yeah.
I think against, right now I would have loved to see playing up against a guy like Giannis and Kristaps Porzingis, just the different ways these guys affect the game at their size. There's so many guys, and would love to get a chance to just be in front and marvel at watching Steph Curry go through what he's doing, and a Kyrie Irving.
Right.
There's so many guys, Kevin. I just wouldn't want to guard those guys. I'm gonna just say play with all those guys, not against.
Now here's Clarkson. Following the miss by Porzingis. Fires for 3. Martin in the corner. He feeds it to Horford. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Porzingis. San Antonio leading by 4. And a wide open look for Porter. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Clarkson. Rebound San Antonio. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fournier gets a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Fournier's got his second basket of the night. Horford with a screen on Wall. Here's Clarkson. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Doesn't get exactly the screen he wants, but turns out he doesn't need it.
And Wall kicks to Turner, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Horford. Favors comes in for Green, and it's Brandon Ingram in for George. Lee's checked in for the Spurs. It's Barton with the drive.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Turner. He kicks to Porter. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Over Favors. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Using his height advantage, he gets a clean look from the mid-range.
There's the pass to Clarkson. Ingram kicks to Barton. Here's Clarkson. Can't hit from 12. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Ingram. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Gortat's checked in for Miles Turner. Markkanen comes in for Porzingis. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Smith subbed in for John Wall. Now here's Lee. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Favors kicks to Barton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he can't hit the second. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Spurs lead by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Spurs leading by 3. Cauley Stein is out there with Favors. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Ingram. And it's Clarkson in at the point guard. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
Lakers trail by 3. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Lakers with some changes. Chris Middleton comes in for Will Barton. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Clarkson. Gortat with a screen on Jackson. And it's Smith missing.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot, and this one was uncontested.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
They set the pick. Inside, Markkanen, and the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Smith the pass to Gortat. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Gortat with the block. Smith with it. Jackson on him. Markkanen. It's good on the putback. Markkanen's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
They are just killing them. Oh!
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And for Reggie Jackson last season, boy, it was not a year he had hope for. Missed the first 21 games of the season. Then he had to be shut down later with another injury. Not what you expected from him.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Cauley Stein. Ingram dishes to Middleton. Back to Ingram. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Lakers lead by 4. And for Jackson and his injury, Steve, you could tell that early one lingered as he just didn't look the same. Missed over 20 games. It certainly impacted how he likes to play.
It definitely put a damper on his numbers. Didn't attack the rim as much. Not the same burst. He has vowed to use last season as motivation going forward.
It's tipped. Here's Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Favors will never turn down a chance to dunk it. A powerful presence who really intimidates defenders with his athleticism.
And Wall kicks to Fournier. The kick out to Porter. Baseline try. Rebounded by the Lakers.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
Outside Favors. In the corner, Middleton with it. Here's Jackson. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And there are a few players in the NBA who can match Reggie Jackson with the fearless approach he takes to the game. He'll always look to take that big shot, Steve, and goes right at bigger defenders and doesn't blink.
When you're Jackson's size, you have to have that mentality. Always looking for a way to attack a defense. Doesn't always work out, but the aggression he plays with never dies.
Johnson kicks to Favors. And Middleton, the basket on the assist from Favors. Middleton's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Lakers. Right side Turner. And the rejection by Favors. Here's Wall. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Porter with the steal. Here's Porzingis. The shot by Turner, no good. Here are the Lakers. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Middleton can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Porzingis. Some solid defense from Johnson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball.
And the passing of Ingram, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball, effortless.
Wall attacking. Turner. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Back to Favors. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Ingram. No good with the triple. Spurs shooting 40% from the field. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Yeah, but at least he's getting after it on the backboard, but got a little carried away on that one.
When you're assertive, when you're being physical, good things tend to happen, except for the foul calls.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers.
Nice move inside. Has the defender beat, just fails to finish.
And stolen by Barton.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
But you also want a decent shot if you can get it. That takes priority.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Barton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
How about the quick release there by Smith? He does not lack confidence when he's in attack mode.
Here's Barton, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Knocked loose. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
Markkanen. He got it!
Wow.
He caught it!
Man, that was unbelievable.
3 points at the buzzer.
How in the world did he get that one to go?
Chris Middleton has been on display for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from... All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hello
Show.
again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. In the second quarter, they turned on the afterburners, making a big charge to jump ahead and build an... That's it for halftime.
And now the third quarter about to get going. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skill. And Smitty, I can see on a court where you have a favorite spot to shoot, but were you the kind of guy, too, because you were such an outstanding shooter, that you had to receive the ball at a certain place, like on your hip or around your shoulder, in front or on the side? Was that important to your shot?
Hey, Kevin, great question. A lot of guys like it in different situations. They call it a shot pocket, but I kind of liked it on my left side to kind of grab it with my left hand so I can catch it. Then I can rip through an all-in-one motion or pump fake. So putting it on that left hand was where I really liked it, Kevin.
It was in your rhythm, right? That's exactly where you could catch, and that was the rhythm that you would establish for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And every time it was there, you just felt like it was going in. Obviously, if it wasn't perfect, you still had to make the shot. But that's where I liked it, right on that left hand to go right into my shot.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Wall. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Spurs trail by 8. That one, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Right side, Green. Porzingis with the steal. Wall against Jackson. Turner with a screen on Jackson. Wall passes to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Oh, nice feed from Wall, paving the way for that bucket. That's always his first thought. Find the best shot possible on every trip, whether he has to take it himself or create for a teammate.
George dishes to Middleton. The rebound by the Spurs.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it.
The rebound by Middleton.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Here's Jackson in the corner. George with it. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Has his man, just misses with the pass. Not sure what happened on that play.
Here's Wall. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Lakers leading by 4. Outside Jackson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, for all the great things that Draymond Green does on the basketball floor, perhaps his greatest asset, Steve, is his ability to be a leader. Other MVPs and All-Stars will defer to him to set up the defense and get going on offense.
You know, Kevin, that's what we do at Michigan State. That's the kind of player and leader that Draymond has been his whole career. Doesn't care about stats, only cares about winning. Willing to step up and take the big shot as well.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
That one goes. Count it. 7 points for Reggie Jackson.
That was their 4th attempt at this half. They finally got one to go down.
Jackson against Wall. Over Jackson, and the shot falls short this time.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
Right block shot. Horford no luck. And the call will be against Al Horford. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Horford. Johnson comes in for Draymond Green. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Reggie Jackson. Porzingis inside. He's guarded by Johnson.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Ingram kicks to Cauley-Stein. No good. Nice D from Wall. Spurs trail by 5. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Martin's checked in for Los Angeles. Wall passes to Porzingis. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 8 points for Porzingis.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Second shot opportunity. Here's Johnson. Goes up again. Porzingis with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. And Wall kicks to Porzingis. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against the Lakers. For San Antonio, they've made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Gortat's checked in for Turner. C.J. Miles comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Lee's subbed in for Evan Fournier. Here's Miles. The 17-footer goes down. The Lakers in the lead. The feed to Ingram. Good work there as it goes. Ingram's got 5 now.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
San Antonio calls timeout. Well, you hear from so many players about what they did with that first check after they were drafted and found themselves Smitty with a ton of money. So what was your first big purchase when you were drafted into professional basketball?
I bought my mom and dad a Ford Expedition.
How about that?
A Ford Explorer. It was a Ford Explorer. That was the big purchase. And it was green. I don't think my dad liked that, but because of Michigan State,
Spartan
I bought
green,
a
right?
green
Spartan
one.
Michigan State green.
And so much he's done for me, Kevin. That purchase for me made me smile so much. And my dad, if you knew him, Kevin, he said he didn't want it, but I made him take it.
Great story.
If the defense is going to keep giving him those shots, you know he has the confidence to knock them down.
Smith dishes to Gortat. Stolen by Clarkson. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Barton throws it down.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
The offensive rebound.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
Throws it up high. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Markkanen, and the layup's good off the glass. He has 7.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And that one good from Clarkson. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Smith against Clarkson. Here's Gortat. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Gortat's got 4 this quarter.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs...
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
It's a beautiful jam.
And how about the athleticism from Ingram, really looking to tear the basket apart with these strong dunks.
Here's Clarkson. Takes it off the glass. Clarkson's got 10 points.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up, be willing to make the extra pass.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Everybody got to rotate.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Los Angeles leading by 10. They've got Paul George. Bill Barton is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Green, and it's Horford in at the center. That's the Laker 5.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Wall passes to Gortat. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist in the game.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
Horford with a screen on Lee. Clarkson kicks to Horford. Here's Green, and he makes good on the layup. Green's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
Good luck trying to stop Draymond that deep inside. So forceful in how he converts his looks down there.
Here's Porzingis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That one is off. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Then for the Spurs, Turner's checked in for Gortat. Porter comes in for C.J. Miles. And Fournier subbed in for Lee.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
It's Wall with the drive. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Here's Jackson, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
I'll tell you, that is such a quick pull-up, one of Jackson's more effective moves.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And Al Horford just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
And the Lakers making a change here. Middleton's checked in, and we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
And Horford won't wow you with his athleticism, but Greg, he's still a pretty good shot blocker.
He has great timing, anticipation, and awareness. Don't forget also he's got terrific hands, and you see that with all the steals he racks up.
George against Porter. And George, here we go.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
That free throw good from George. And George drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Turner with a screen on Jackson. Here's Wall. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Middleton outside. In the corner, George with it. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And it's 7 points for Paul George.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Turner.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Puts it up from 15. And the Spurs scoring again.
And the tight defense there only seems to increase Wall's focus. Gives him a little extra lift on the jumper.
Jackson dishes to George. Over Porter. George, no good. Spurs trail by 18. And Wall kicks to Turner. Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by the Lakers. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jackson passes to Horford, and it's sent back by Turner. The dish to Fournier. Stolen by Middleton. It's Jackson with the drive. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Aggressive on the drive. That's going to result in some free throws for Jackson.
The first free throw is good.
And one of the things I love about Chris Middleton is his decision-making. You know, he doesn't force shots or passes when he has the ball and just lets the play develop. And that's why coaches trust him so much.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
Jackson, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And with Middleton in his decision-making, it's true for both his scoring and his passing.
For the amount he facilitates, he has great efficiency. Low turnovers, solid field goal percentage, and his passing gets better every year.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Derek Favors checked in for Horford. Johnson comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Chris Middleton.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Lakers.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Reggie Jackson.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Hard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. From about 16, that's in there, Johnson with the assist.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Porter in the corner. Pass to Porzingis. Fires for 3, and that one's good by Porter.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
A nice shot by George.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Now, here's Clarkson. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control. All right, David, thank you. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the
The sun setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. How it's ended out.
Well, guys,
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. And Clark, this Houston team is so good at moving the ball around, top 3 in assists last season, and they know how to get a good shot. There's no doubt about that. Just keeping the defense following the ball, moving them side to side, keeping them on the move. How does that affect team chemistry?
I think it does wonders for team chemistry, Kevin, because everybody's happy. They're enjoying touching the ball, getting shots, playing at a fast pace. It's certainly fun for us to watch and for the fans to watch, and I think it helps to recruit other good players who enjoy watching that style and wanting to be part of it.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Green is out there with Paul George. Then there's Horford. And there's Jackson, and it's Middleton in at the 2.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Harden draws the double. Outside Gasol. To the paint. Stolen by Middleton. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Hey, and George really is one of the better dunkers in the league, actually one of the best. He's creative, he's got great bounce, excellent length, and pretty creative every time he gets a chance to throw it down.
Over to the left wing. He had a nice open look right there. Gasol's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
And George, here we go. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
I tell you what, Paul George has done a good job getting stronger since he's been in the league, and because of that, he doesn't mind seeking out contact. As a matter of fact, his new added strength gives him confidence as he seeks contact. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Jackson kicks to Horford. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
An almost perfect start to this game. 4 for 5. They're rolling.
Wiggins outside. And Robertson has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And George, here we go.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
Outside for Gasol. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
And you think back to the terrible broken leg Paul George suffered in the summer of 2014, Clark. How great has it been to see him back in peak form over the last couple seasons?
Oh, it's really been fantastic because I got to know PG in my time with the Pacers. He was drafted back in 2010 and obviously relieved that he's been able to get back to this level, put in a ton of work, and to see how quickly he bounced back to elite level player, I think that's the thing that's most remarkable to everybody.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
It's Harden with the drive. Back to Robertson. The 3. Goes back up. Goes up again. It's another look. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And Clark, you look around the NBA, which big men impress you with their ability to put up points from the high post?
Well, I think Blake Griffin, as he's established his jump shot and become more proficient in making that 15 to 17 footer. Karl Anthony Towns, one of the outstanding young players in the league, extremely versatile, can shoot it out to the three-point line, can post it, can make the mid-range shot. Aldridge is still one of the best mid-post players, but took a lot of criticism for his inability to dominate in the low post.
Right, Clark. Here's Harden, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. You know, Clark, for all the talk of Russell Westbrook he had with his triple-doubles in the record-setting season, James Harden was a force in that department as well. Second in the league in scoring and in triple-doubles. It was just a huge part of why he had such a claim to the MVP award.
Well, you know what? Harden was fantastic and had a phenomenal year, a record-setting type individual performance for Harden, but as hard as he worked, still not quite enough to get to the top of the MVP ladder.
And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Harden missing again.
Well, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
Barton kicks to Favors, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And Makers sends it back. Now here's Smart. He's covered by Clarkson. It's tipped. Favors passes to Barton. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Here's Ingram, and he banks in the layup. Ingram's got his first 2 points of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Johnson, he's checked in for the Lakers. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Ingram, guarded by Green. And that one's good. Ingram's got his second basket of the night.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Johnson in the corner. 1 second left, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here and take it. Rockets trail.
Well, you look at the Lakers as an organization, and we know historically one of the great sports organizations in any sport. The reputation, though, has been slipping a bit in recent years. The front office moved last season, bringing what they hope will be some stability and certainly a bit more prestige to the team.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Ingram. Johnson is out there with Cauley Stein. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Clarkson in at the 1. And when you look at the Lakers' new front office, do you think it'll be an improvement?
Time will tell, Kevin. I think that's hard to predict. The pieces certainly lean towards success, but it's a hard job. Certainly there's more credibility now. I don't think there's any question about that.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. Here's Maker. The kick out to Crowder. Pass to Smart. And some nice passing there by Houston. And he's good on the 3-ball. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets.
Well, I like the first quarter he had. And I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
Johnson dishes to Clarkson. Over Smart. Again, Los Angeles.
Mesmerizing and stupefying the defense. Clarkson carves out space from mid-range.
Now here's Smart. Guarded closer. Hands with the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. And the Lakers with some changes. Al Horford is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Paul George comes in for Ingram. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Pass to Maker. Kicks it to Williams. That 3 off the mark. The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's George.
Oh, goodness. Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound. Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. Even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother him.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. Chris Middleton comes in for Will Barton. Here's Green. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Green's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Here's Horford. Offline with his 3. Rockets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Smart kicks to Green. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Outside Jackson feeds it to Green. Up off the screen, and Green slams it in.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
Here's Jackson. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Green passes to Crowder. Dishes it to Williams. Here's Maker. Another miss by Houston. The Lakers in the lead. Well, one thing about Paul George, outstanding length for a wing. Clark, he's listed at 6'9", but he's grown since he came into the league, hasn't he?
Yeah, we've had debates about that because I'm about 6'8.5" or so, and I kind of look at him eye to eye, but he feels like he's taller than me, so we'll go with PG on that one. But he's also added some muscle too, Kevin, and that's helped him at both ends of the floor. He's a lot stronger and able to play through contact as a result of it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always, and having a good coach is critically important. You need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
No good from Gasol. Lakers leading by 4. Here's Horford, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Houston.
And I really like the uniqueness of Al Horford's game. He's a big man with a versatile skill set. He makes threes, he can score inside, he defends. He's a guy that is an inside-out matchup problem for most.
Harden, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
Here's Green, and Gasol sends it back, and he recovers it. Rockets trailed by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
The Lakers making a switch here. Favors is checked in. Green. A shot off that time, so Houston will take it the other way.
He's still fighting it, and sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. He's trying to get in the rhythm, but right now he's playing hard, but he's hurting his team.
Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Green with a screen on Harden. Jackson kicks to Middleton. In the corner, George with it. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And it's a 3-point Laker lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And that one drops for him.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Outside Gasol. Latrey. Wiggins dishes to Jordan. There's 25 seconds left here in the second. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Jackson passes to Middleton. Stolen away. Harden against Jackson. Harden outside. Wiggins from outside and released it in time, but it's off the mark. Paul George.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports
Welcome
Halftime
back, everyone,
Show.
to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers. And that's all we can do for now.
Welcome back to the Toyota Center, everyone. That's a look at our broadcast location tonight here in downtown Houston, Texas. Well, Clark, you had the distinct honor of playing horse against the former president of the U.S., Barack Obama. You lost that game, I don't want to remind you, but I want an honest answer. Did you let him win that contest?
Kevin, the deal is that it was an unbelievable privilege to play POTUS. We changed the letters of that game back in 2010, and I let the president up. I gave him life after I had him down, and he took advantage of turning the momentum in his favor. He won fair and square. I did give him an opportunity to win, but he's on top in that matchup, and I think it ended up being good television. And while some of my former teammates look at me with disdain for having lost a horse game to the president, I think it was all intended to end just the way it did.
We've got Harden. Pau Gasol is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Roberson in at the 2. It's the 5 for Houston right now.
Terrific pick by Wiggins, then kicks it ahead, turning defense into offense.
And he makes that one. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. And Roberson kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good from outside. Rockets trail by 5. Harden outside, beyond the arc, sinks the 3-pointer. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down. You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Out to the right wing. Gasol kicks to Wiggins. Inside. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
And the Lakers making a change here. Johnson, he's checked in for Green. Ingram comes in for George. Will Barton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Clarkson in for Reggie Jackson.
They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start. And, you know, Kevin, there is no question about what this Rockets team wants to do. Shoot threes and drive it to the goal. Last in the league in mid-range jumpers by a long shot.
A wide open look for Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here are the Rockets. They're on a 13-4 run. And to give some more data on the Rockets and their threes, about 46% of their shots last season were from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and you know what? The Rockets are a firm believer in advanced analytics, which tilt the balance towards the three-point shot, and that's been a real driving force for why this team values the three as much as they do. And just another side note, that was an NBA record in terms of three-point shooting volume by the Rockets last season.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Rockets making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Al Horford. A shot by Harden, wide open. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Derek Favors checked in for Johnson. Lakers trail by 5. Cauley Stein with a screen on Harden. Barton outside. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Akers checked in for Jordan. Williams comes in for Pau Gasol. Jeff Green is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for James Harden.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
And Clark, you've seen so many college and NBA games. What skill or mindset do you see as the best predictor for when a college player is going to be an NBA star?
Well, it's hard to predict stardom, but clearly things that transfer from a skill standpoint from college to the NBA, at least historically, have been the ability to rebound at a high rate. That seems to always make its way from college to the pro game. And then the proficiency of your skill set in terms of ball handling, shooting, and then I would say at the point guard position, the ability to run a team usually transfers. When you can get other people's shots and understand flow and time and score and situations, that doesn't leave you from the college to the pro game.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here. Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
For Los Angeles, they have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Maker dishes to Smart. Three-pointer. Green, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
For the lead. And Brandon Ingram, the second overall pick in 2016 out of Duke. What do you make of his rookie season?
You know, very much a work in progress. You have to remember how young he is. Didn't turn 19 until 3 months before the draft, and he's still rail thin. So he's got a chance to improve very quickly over the next few seasons as his body continues to mature.
Here's Clarkson. And again, no good by the Lakers. Rockets leading by 3. Nobody near Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
There's the dish to Cauley-Stein. Got it. Good job in the low post. Cauley-Stein's got 5 points in the quarter. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Maker kicks to Smart. The kick out to Williams. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Martin with it. He's got 7. There's the pick. It could go. No good on that last second attempt there. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Rockets ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested. Lakers trail by 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Green. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. To the inside, Green. And Green slams it in.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Smart with the ball. Jackson on him. Smart kicks to Roberson. Crowder the pass to Maker. Over Favors. Maker misses. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now the feed to George. Middleton for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Maker kicks to Williams. The 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
I'll tell you what, Paul George, one of the more entertaining and fun guys to watch in the league. I mean, he's an elite player thanks to his outstanding shooting and ball handling ability, and he's got platinum level athleticism.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Crowder goes in. There's the 3, but they recover it.
Boy, the defensive hustle there by Middleton, stretching out and getting his hand on that shot. Excellent effort.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And it's Green missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Offensive rebound. Lakers trail by 4. Here's George. Rejected by Crowder. It's Williams with the drive. And the slam by Williams.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
That one goes. Count it. 8 points for Al Horford.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Houston with a big group substitution here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Thon Maker. Saul comes in for Marvin Williams. Wiggins is checked in for Crowder. And it's Harden in for Smart. Here's Harden. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
He throw good, James Harden.
Well, you look at a player of Harden's ability, and a couple of things stand out for me. One is his competitive spirit. He's understated, but he's very competitive. He doesn't take nights off. He's a guy who really takes pride in showing up and playing every game.
Wiggins from outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And it's 8 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And to illustrate Harden's competitive nature, last season he famously said, "I just want to hoop. I'll rest when I'm done." You look like that's exactly what you want to hear from your team leader.
Yeah, you love hearing that. Owning the responsibility of leading and showing up all the time. And Harden, heavily depended upon by his team, gives you everything he has every night. Not super flashy, but very competitive and driven.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Marvin Williams.
And what he's done from beyond the arc is a big reason he gets the nod tonight. He's racked up 5 3-pointers and very accurate with his shooting. Take away that threat from deep, and their offense would have looked a whole lot different.
Jeff Green is checked in for Houston. Will Barton, he's checked in for Los Angeles. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Alden.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, "I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots." We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
You've really got to appreciate how smart Harden is. Incredible at changing pace and gears quickly. Keeps the defense very much off balance. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier are finally finding the bottom of the net.
Green, no luck. Lakers trail by 9. Outside, George. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, when you start counting the ways that George can score, it's really impressive. There's so many different things he does to get the ball in the basket. And when you're defending, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Outside, George wasted no time on that one.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Jackson misses. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Green kicks to Jordan. And here's Gasol outside. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yep, this one's a wrap, partner. Hey, Kevin, no idea what happened there, quite honestly. I mean, seemed like he just mistimed that pass.
Here is Harden. So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, pal. Congrats on the win. Where do you think you guys are right now as a team?
We're getting there. You know, it's we're working hard, executing and going through our plays every practice so we can execute better during games. And I think today we did a decent job of it. I think we still can improve. Too many turnovers, so we gave them a lot of opportunities.
It's always a work in progress, but you did enough well to get the win. Thanks, pal. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.